Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by the garden today. Just want to do a little video on cutting your flowers once they start blooming in the garden so you can enjoy them not only outside but indoors too. Now I love cutting flowers, fresh flowers from the garden. We got our Cottage Garden mix blooming out in the yard, which we'll take you to in a minute. And we got these lovely Snapdragons that we bloomed out that are starting to get more buds on the top as well. This is a little bachelor button. These are Snapdragons, different colors. And then this is little baby's breath I cut too for a little filler in my vase. You want to fill it up with some nice fresh water. If it's faucet water, you can let it sit out for 24 hours before you go ahead and put it in a vase. So I love to cut my flowers once they start blooming so we can enjoy them. They don't have to be in full sun. You just want to cut them in the early morning. And this is the mix that we have in the garden. We're going to sow some more of this Cottage Garden mix, which is where my baby's breath, some African daisies and California poppies are in. And then these are my Snapdragons, which are upside down because the top's open. But these are my Snapdragons of different colors. So we're going to just leave these cut on the counter so we can enjoy them. I'm going to take you out in the garden and just show you how we're cutting our Snapdragons back because they're getting really lanky and they've been growing since September of last year, so they're pretty much bloomed out, and the heat is probably going to end up killing them off here pretty soon here in Central Florida. So we're going to try to get the most out of these as we can. We're going to go out in the garden. I just want to show you how to cut back your Snapdragons, your bachelor buttons, any flower mix you might have. Alright you guys, so this is my Snapdragon, and this little guy was so stunted looking. He was dying on the bottom. We had a lot of dead foliage. I cut a lot of that dead foliage off and I cut them back. Now Snapdragons you can go ahead and cut. They will not, get hurt. They will forgive you. You can just go ahead, cut where you want it to. Now I already cut these guys, so we're not going to do this one, but we're going to go over to my other side and show you how to cut the Snapdragons that we have over on this side over here. We're going to try to cut some zinnias today too because they're almost done. You can see more pushing out. But we're going to go right over here because these Snapdragons have been growing since last September and they're just pretty much spent out. You can see they're getting long and lanky. We got some more that are blooming, but I really want to get in here and just honestly, I want to take them out totally, but I really just want to see if they come back from cutting them down so much. Now, I'm going to cut this little guy because they're getting really leggy. So I'm going to cut that guy off. I'm going to cut this guy off, and you just want to keep them trimmed so this way they don't get too leggy on you. They will grow back, they'll push side branches out, and it'll just look a lot neater and healthier for you. Now these big guys I'm probably going to rip out this whole branch right here because we got more growing, we got more flowers growing for the garden. So I'm not really too concerned about these Snapdragons that are dead. I'm just going to take them on out of there. You can see they're just really leggy and nasty looking. And I don't like yellow foliage in my garden. So we're going to cut these back, and as they grow and bloom, you can definitely cut them blooms off. So we did that here. This bloomed out, and we cut it, and then you can go ahead, cut it really back as far as you want. As long as you leave a few sets of leaves on the bottom, and you don't go all the way down to the first point of growth, you should be fine with cutting your Snapdragons back. Just get in there, cut them down. We're going to cut this big long guy. Whoops, see this big long thing? We're going to cut it right down to the nitty gritty. Get them out of there. If I can cut it, these are really hard to cut. And we're going to get all that cut stuff out and leave the rest to grow, and we're going to plant some more around it. We're going to go over to my Cottage Garden mix, which is right over here. Take a little walk. Show you where we got that baby's breath and the bachelor buttons from. I love this little Cottage Garden mix over here. I love the white baby's breath. It looks so pretty. And they really just grow everywhere. So what I did was I just took one little point, like one little branch here, side branch, and I cut it. So you can go ahead and harvest your little baby's breath as it grows. And what's going to happen is it'll allow it to push out a bunch of side branches like you see here. See that little side branch? That's going to produce flowers. All these little side branches are going to push flowers out. So you want to get rid of any flowers that are spent. Usually I just go ahead, snip the little tops off of any little flower bud. Like these are spent flower buds right here. So what I do is I take it and I cut it off, because you want to keep your flowers really clean, and this is going to encourage new growth to come about. Take off all the dead flowers. This is our little bachelor button, which is the same thing, and you want to cut any spent flowers so that the new ones like this can come about and spread their wings. Got a nice little bee in there doing its job. So we're looking good. He's going at it too. That little guy. He's going at that flower. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it just helps you to cut your flowers back, keep them healthy, and make a little arrangement out of them. If you need any help, let me know. I'm here for you, and I love what I do. Thank you so much for stopping by. Leave me a comment below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time out in the garden. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.